A warning from the chief economist at the International Energy Agency that the high price of oil could strangle the economic recovery. So says the IEA's Fatih Birol, who warns that energy prices could hurt Asia's ability to help the West grow out of this slump. He's with us in studio this morning. Welcome to In Business.
Thank you.
Today, I'm looking at the price of West Texas oil above $99 a barrel. We're already in triple digits on Brent crude, which is really the global supply. Are we at this area where you see oil hurting the economy?
Definitely so. I think oil prices are already in a danger zone for the global economic recovery in Europe, but also in the United States. In Europe, where the economy is so shaky, I think the oil import bill will reach about $400 billion this year compared to $280 billion last year, putting an additional burden on the governments, on the economy. So as such, there are the chances that it can well strangle the economic recovery efforts in Europe and beyond.
Well, do you believe next month that OPEC will increase the supply of oil or keep it at current levels?
When we look at the markets today, on one hand, we still see a growth coming from China and India and Middle East countries. At the same time, when you look at the OECD inventories, they are very low, the 5 years low we are seeing. And there are some disappointing news coming from some non-OPEC producers, such as Brazil, for example. Given this market context, I hope that my colleagues from the producing countries would read the market signals rightly, accurately, and behave accordingly. And I think they also need clients with healthy economies rather than sick economies.
Well, the IEA, your agency, did release stockpiles to compensate for the loss of Libyan oil earlier this year and to help support the economy. Would you consider that again?
I think for the time being, we do not see such an option on the table. We have done it as a result of loss of physical oil because of Libya being out of the market. And for the time being, we don't see any reason to behave in that direction.
But you've said, sir, that the global economy is in a more fragile state now than we were during the 2008 financial crisis. Why do you say that? Because
in addition to the burden in the major economies in the Western world, in the US and Europe, I see that it has the risk of slowing down the major engines of the economic growth, the Asian countries, China and India. Let's do not forget that China and India played a crucial role taking the world economy out of the problem in the year 2008. And if their economies slow down as a result of this very high import bills, then the life will be much more difficult for all of us.
So here in the United States, is it an appropriate pricing to see oil around $100 a barrel?
I think given the current economic situation in the US, I think this is far too high in order to see a strong economic recovery within the United States.
You say it's a dangerous level for it to be at, but talking about the supply issues you're seeing, is that pricing appropriate?
I think these prices, what we see in the United States, are far too high. The $100, the WTI today, to see a strong rebound in the economy, definitely it will put a lot of pressure on the trade balance for the United States, which is not a good news for the economic prospects.
All right, sir, thank you so much for your time today. Interesting insight there, what you say is a dangerous price for oil for the economic recovery. We've got to leave it there.